So a little change of plans. We are actually going to
Boron
come down
fool.
here to the south, and we're going to work on some quest for the Tuskar,
Yes,
apparently.
Shalaska.
I remember the man you speak of. He bore the marks of Karkut. May Karkut protect our fallen. The man you seek went far to the east, to a place near the coast called Death Stand, beyond Unipe. Be careful if you go in search of him. He bore the mark of Karkut, he who watches over the dead.
Travel the wastes with care.
Not without a fight. Kaskala is a sacred place for us, dwarf. Our ancestors were guided here by the spirit of Tayutka herself. Now these foul creatures attack us from the mist without any provocation. We will show them that our spears are not merely for wailing. Fight alongside us, friend. Perhaps my people might repay you sometime in the future.
May your nets always be full.
Okay, well, that's fine. Let's see what happens after we help them defeat these Valdir raiders. These guys all seem ready for action, but there's not a lot of action actually going on. Guess we'll come further over here. There's a lot of them over here. See if we can, like, maybe throw a chain lightning into the group. I don't know if this is actually going to work, or if it's really a good idea at all. Well, now we have all their attention, which we don't necessarily want. Well, that's advantageous. Not really, though.
I need to target something first.
I guess I could have taken that and just ported right in, but where would the fun be in that? As you can see, I am trying to, at some point, run the Nexus. That would be its own separate video, so...
Not enough mana.
Well, that got us 6 of them.
I'm out of range.
Could probably tag... Oh, no, we can't. We could tag this one, though. Now, are these guys going to come back in and fight, or not? They seem content with their victims. Am I going to pull all of them by pulling one of them? Doesn't seem like it. It is nice that they'll actually kind of fight these guys and hold threat on them. I appreciate that. Alright, that's 12 out of 12. Thanks for the help, guys. My biggest question about this expansion so far is what happened to the music track? It's so faint when it's present at all, and even set on loop there is hardly any music, at least here in the Borean tundra. There's plenty of ambient noise, and sometimes there's music like this that sounds more like ambient noise than actual music.
I will hear you.
Let's take the belt. Listen, warriors like me are replaceable. If I fall, my brothers and cousins will pick up my spear and fight. My people cannot survive without wise elders. Stubborn Mahuit, our most venerable shaman, refuses to leave the altar of Tayutka in the central island. We would suffer a significant loss if he were slain by these monsters. You are an outsider. Maybe he'll listen to you. Show him reason. Ask him to flee to the safety of Unape before it's too late. Now, why would he listen
Good
to an
hunting.
outsider over the words of his own people? He's a wise leader of the Tuskar, we've been told. Why would he listen to us? We're nobody. We're a random dwarf who delights in killing everything we're asked to kill, and stealing all the items we're asked to steal. It just doesn't really make sense, but whatever, that's fine. Really wishing we had water walking, but I don't think we do yet. Level 33, okay. We'll get our buffs going, that would help. Fight on, Valdir. We'll burn Cascala to the ground. That was somebody back here yelling that, I guess. Not Elder Mahuit. Ataka sent you, didn't he? I am not to be swayed. All is not lost. The spirits are still with us. Powerful spirits watch over my tribe. Cascala will not be lost. Isluric will give us courage. Tayukta will make sure our survivors always have food and shelter. And Karkut will watch over the fallen so they do not lose their way. Isluric's guidance is one we need the most right now. I asked my nephew, Uric, to bring me Isluric's totem, but the Valdir spears struck him down, and his body fell into the waters to the north. Bring me the totem. Do not let my nephew's death be in vain. Alright, well maybe he'll listen to us once we've proven ourselves. Because isn't that always the case? Well, that was simple enough. I'm pretty sure anyone could have done what we just did. Unless you have a really powerful aversion to frigid water, I guess. Can you feel Isluric's presence? He does not want his children to perish at the hands of the Mistwalkers. The spirits have heard our cry for help. It's a sign that Cascala might yet be saved. Take advantage of the confusion the weather has created and slay the Valdir leader. Your actions will sway the battle in our favor, I'm sure of it. It would be nice to have a weapon again and not these fist weapons that we've been using. I don't really care for fist weapons, I don't really like how they look. I guess it's this guy. Hagar the Horrible. And we didn't even have to get his henchmen with him. That's a big plus. They kind of came running back at us, but the Tuskars got it. You've done us a great favor, Dwarf. The fight is not yet won, but my people now have a chance. We'll take... Well, we'll take the one-hander. Obviously. Friends from the sea. And then that can go in our offhand, and we should be all set for now.
Or let us visit.
Dwarf,
for
we're
a
just arrived
while.
from Moki Harbor. Something very bad has happened over there this morning. You've been very helpful to us here. Would you consider using the boat from Unpei to travel to the Great Dragon Blight? By the sound of things, Elder Konani could certainly use your assistance. To Dragon Blight, huh?
Visit again when
Yeah,
you
we
can.
could do that, but probably not right this minute. It's way down here. He's indicating that there's some kind of boat that we could use. But I'm pretty sure if we do go to Dragon Blight, we'll have other quests that take us there. For now, let's hunt down the Son of Karkuts. Only 917 yards to the northeast-ish. Let's go. I'm not really sure how I feel about the enhancement shaman yet. I would say we're only level 24, but you know, with the level squish, that's actually almost half the way to max level. It seems okay. We'll give it another 10 levels or so, and then maybe we'll try elemental for a bit. But as a melee spec, it hasn't really impressed me yet. But I feel like it still has time to change significantly, so we'll see how it goes. Now again, I know that I'm skipping some quests, but I don't plan to do every quest, all the side quests, because we're going to run out of quests, or run out of levels to quest in, rather. We're going to hit level 50, it feels like, before we've made a dent in the majority of the zones here. And if we do every single quest, that'll just happen even faster. It's kind of strange. What I really wish they would do is mark the main quest the way that they've changed leveling currently, where the main quests have a different icon, so you know that they're essential to the story of the zone. But they haven't done that retroactively yet for any of the Timewalking campaigns that I know of. Thessarian? Yeah, he was here. What of it? We have more pressing problems right now, my friend. You might have more pressing problems, Corporal Ven, but we're looking for Thessarian, so I guess we're going to have to help you, though. Our situation is nearly hopeless. We were ordered to take the Wailing Ziggurat with a handful of men. We'll be lucky if we can hold this position against the Scourge. We're outnumbered, injured, and have no escape route. If you can take some of the pressure off us, we might be able to solidify our position. Kill some of the undead circling the structure. We'll hold off their advance.
See you later.
Killing undead we can do. The Lost Courier. We're lucky we made it this far. We were ambushed by Scourge as soon as we landed. One of the men turned out to be a spy for the Cult of the Damned. Thessarian appears to have more evidence of cultist infiltration. Apparently it goes all the way to the top. I've sent one of my best couriers to our outpost in western Dragonblight, but he has not yet returned. I fear he may have fallen to the Scourge. Will you go to Dragonblight and search for him? We have now 2 quests
For the Alliance.
leading us into Dragonblight. So there's that. For now, let's take out some of these undead. Well, we could spend our talent points. Storm Fury. Storm Strike has a 25% chance to strike the target in an additional time for 40% of the normal damage. This effect can chain off itself. Sounds very good. hot hands. Melee auto attacks with flame tongue weapon active have a 5% chance to reduce the cooldown of lava latch by 75% and increase the damage of lava. That sounds cool. And ice strike. Strike your target with an icy blade, dealing 115 frost damage and snaring them. It's probably not optimal. I'm almost tempted to grab this, just as another button to push. Since we're sometimes in a situation where we're either auto-attacking or throwing lightning bolts, I think Storm Flurry is probably the best one to go with. We're gonna take Ice Strike. Yeah, it's not gonna stay there. We're gonna put it... let's... Well, no, I want that there. Let's do something like that. If we don't like it, we'll just have to wait till we get to a rested area. We can just change it. But it could be nice to have something else to hit, like another button to press. Especially when our Frost Shock and Flame Shock are sharing a cooldown. I don't like having to cast Lightning Bolt, and I don't like just standing there auto-attacking either. That doesn't feel right most of the time.
It's too far away.
See, that feels a little better. We can actually go through a pull, and we don't have that awkward period of time where we have to choose if we're going to Lightning Bolt or simply do nothing.
I don't have a target.
That probably wouldn't be the case. We'd probably still have that small window if these guys had more health, but for now it's nice. I wish the icy blade thing would be more pronounced. I can barely see an animation. It seemed like it would be something that would look really cool, but it doesn't seem to look that cool at all. Yeah, there's not really much going on there with that animation. That's sad. I was thinking about how the paladin ability where the blade shoots out of the ground, maybe something like that would have been really cool for like an icy blade. You know, something you can actually see when it goes off. I'd like to at least find out what Thessarian is up to before we head off the Dragonblight or anywhere else.
You need something?
That should buy us some time. We'll hope against hope for reinforcements from Valiant's Keep. Well, you helped us out, so I figure it's only fair that we help you out as well. You're looking for Thessarian. He disappeared this morning. We think he went off north to the Wailing Ziggurats. If we hadn't fought side by side by him, we'd even think he was a traitor. See, he's a Death Knight. And I know they're on our side and all, but it wasn't too long ago that they were servants of Arthas. But not Thessarian. He's a good guy. Go to the Wailing Ziggurat. See if he's doing okay.
Have a good one.
This guy seems to not really know how he feels about Death Knights. He's going back and forth there for a minute. Alright, we'll make our way into the Ziggurat and see what's going on in here. Assuming that there's going to be a way for us to get inside. Here we go. Stairs always help. Okay, I see a bunch of slain cultists. Oh, there he is. And what's he doing to this lich?
Get on with it.
All I ever wished was to serve my king once again, for humanity, against a common enemy. Instead, I find that our numbers have been infiltrated by cultist scum, and all signs point to Nax and as the origin of this rot. Larissa is looking for me? You must help me. We must finish this before she gets hurt. No time for small talk. I was sent on what was to be a suicide mission to take this ziggurat. I've accomplished my duty as a soldier. Now it is time to get some answers. This lich has knowledge I seek, yet I cannot inflict pain to his physical body to obtain that knowledge. The lich stored his soul in a phylactery, and while it remains hidden, I won't be able to pry the information from him. Return to the camp and take my horse, Dusk. She will lead you to the phylactery. Bring it to me.
We
Okay.
are done here.
So he's gonna keep the lich in his proton pack beam here, and we are gonna go find the phylactery. He mentioned his horse. But we aren't taking his horse. Or maybe his horse is over here, I don't know. Seems to be in this hole. Okay, that was really easy and did not require his horse. Which is a little odd. Chain lightning will hopefully help here. At least to get a couple of these guys down. Probably was not the most effective way to go. Alright, easy enough. Yeah, it's being really weird. What is this? Finding the phylactery. This is giving us some kind of mixed signals here on this quest. Part of it wants us to run back to the camp. Part of it wants us to go inside of this again. I don't know what's happening here. Okay, and now that's gone. Very strange quest tracking issues here. Obviously, this whole quest tracking system, well, it wasn't in place, was it, in Wrath of the Lich King? So maybe that's why we're getting some weird readings and some strange directions from the quest tracker. Yeah, see, it can't decide what the hell it wants us to do. But we'll check here. We'll turn this in and see if that works. Just in time. Pinning down a lich is not as easy as it looks. Now that we have this phylactery, I shouldn't have any more problems getting the information I need. It won't take long for the Scourge in the Temple City to notice something's up, however. I won't be able to fend off a full-scale attack here, or maybe I would, but I'd rather not find out. I want you to head down there and inflict some casualties. Hopefully, they'll be distracted long enough for these two to spill their guts. Figuratively, of course. Take Lurid with you. He might be of aid. That's his familiar?
Leave me be.
Again, they're like, take this with you. Get on this horse. And like, we didn't get on the horse. We didn't take this guy with us. Really weird. Maybe he'll show up once we're over in the area? I mean, we don't need his help. And okay, maybe we click this. Summon Lurid. He will fight by your side for a minute. Okay, that's fine. So kind of like an optional thing. We don't really need him, obviously, just to defeat things, but it might help. Unless he like runs off and pulls guys and does anything stupid, I guess we'll have to feel it out. We need 20, so yeah, maybe we pull him out here. We need to be in the temple city. Okay. Inside the actual city, not outside of it. Got it. In that case, he's going to be of limited use to us because we're going to fight the ones out here first. Oh, that was interesting. A little meat hook grab. Wasn't expecting that. Good job.
I need to get closer.
I want to fight as many out here as possible. I don't want to have to work our way too deeply into this city with the thought that they're probably going to send us back in here for other objectives after the kill quest, as they tend to do, but we'll see. Maybe we can summon him now. There he goes. Oh, he's only going to fight for a minute, and then it's a 5-minute cooldown to get him back, so maybe he's something to be saved for more difficult enemies, or if we were to accidentally get ourselves into a pack.
I'm out of range.
Not sure. Let's have him fight this guy with us. Yeah, there we go. It takes him a second to get going, I guess. Oh, good. We got this guy's entire train of ghouls because we tagged the one. Okay. Let's heal ourselves. He doesn't really want to attack until they're right up on us, and even then it takes him a second to get going. I don't even know that he's worth it. If you were a mage or a warlock or something, you'd be killing these guys before they even got close enough to get his attention. At least maybe you would be, I don't know. We'll try to just clear this courtyard out and see how many we get just within this little courtyard area. All these guys count towards the casualty rate, so... Although this guy is just going to be annoying and cast at us. That's noted.